This is the Lancer Locker Show on KYNT. Now, let's talk some Mount Marty University athletics with the coaches, as well as your host and the voice of Mount Marty University athletics, Tel Tanner.
We got a packed week of Mount Marty University Lancer athletics. We're going to get straight to it here because I don't have a lot of time tonight because we got a ball game coming up. We got Mount Marty women's basketball versus Ecclesia College tonight, pregame 5:30 right here on KYNT, KYNT-V, and obviously tip-off will be at 6 then. So we got to get going here. Josh Bolter's got a show coming up in about a half hour. He's going to give you the local news, local sports, local weather, all of that as usual starting at 5. We're going to go ahead and get to the Lancer Locker now. Today on the Lancer Locker, we spoke with members of the Mount Marty University men's golf program. We had in Carson, Pedersen, Wout, Kerkhofs, and the head coach in Darin Cunningham. So all of them were in for the Lancer Locker, and we'll play those coming up next. First things first, our week in review. Once again, we got a lot to go over. We're just going to go ahead and give you the quick hits, but we got to spend some time on this one here. For the first time in program history, the Mount Marty University Lancers men's soccer program has advanced in the GPAC tournament with an upset. They were the 8th seed. They go out on the road to number 1 Northwestern, and they beat them. The Lancers and the Red Raiders played to a 0-0 draw through regulation and 2 overtime periods before we go to a shootout, and the Lancers win the shootout 5-4. It was Esteban Gomez who was credited with 9 saves in the net for the Lancers. The Lancers going to face off against number 4 seed Morningside on Friday in the GPAC semifinals. Kickoff from Sioux City, Iowa is set for 7 o'clock on Friday night. On the other end, Mount Marty University women's soccer is going to be playing their first round of the GPAC tournament tomorrow night, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. versus Morningside in Sioux City. That is going to be the one for the Mount Marty Lancers women's soccer program. They're 7-7-3 overall, 4-4-3 in conference. And they're looking for that GPAC tournament upset win. I'm excited for the game tomorrow night. Also coming up tomorrow night, Mount Marty University volleyball. The volleyball team improved to 12-14 on Saturday. They swept the Doane Tigers 3-0, and they have clinched a spot in the GPAC tournament already. They have one more game coming up tomorrow night. We will have coverage of that one inside the Simple Arena, 7 o'clock versus the College of St. Mary. The Lancers, once again, already have clinched a postseason berth. It's just a matter of where their seeding is going to be. One more regular season game tomorrow night. Let's go to cross country. Both cross country teams have their GPAC championship meet coming up on Saturday, November 8th, down at Ashland, Nebraska, Mahoney State Park, 11:30 a.m. for the men, 10:45 for the women's team, both down in Ashland this Saturday. Let's go to the football team now. The football team fell on Saturday to Dakota Wesleyan in the Dakota Railroad rivalry in overtime. That is the third game in 3 years Mount Marty and Dakota Wesleyan have gone to overtime in football. Lancers falling on the short end this time after winning last year. 41-44 was your final score. 44-41 Dakota Wesleyan. Lancers going to be on the road for the next 2 weeks, concluding their regular season. They got Morningside this Saturday, and they'll finish it up next Saturday with Midland. We'll have coverage of both those games right here on KYNT-V. All right, basketball. The men's basketball team went 0-2 in their 2 games this past weekend down in Kansas. The Lancers fell to Wayland Baptist on Friday, 76-62. On Saturday, it was Tabor College was the opponent. Lancers fall 76-68. Mount Marty returns home on Friday. Their next game is going to be a home one. We've got coverage once again right here on KYNT, KYNT-V. They're going to host Valley City State inside the Simple Arena. The women's basketball team, as we just mentioned, they're in action tonight hosting Ecclesia inside the Simple Arena. The Lancer women are 2-0 on the year following a dominant performance on Friday in which they defeated Trinity Bible College 126-31. We got all the coverage coming up at 5:30 p.m. pregame. 6 o'clock will be the tip-off. I've got the coverage of that game myself. Is that all? I think it's all. That's a whole lot going on with Mount Marty University over the last couple of days and coming up this week. Well, as I said earlier, we're kind of on a clock. I got to get out of here. Let's go ahead and get straight to these interviews. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the 2 golfers that we spoke with today in Wout Kerkhofs and Carson Pedersen. Back with those 2 athletes, those 2 seniors, right after this on KYNT.
A big thank you from Mount Marty University to one of Yankton's greatest employers and friend of the community, Aztec. They're very proud to support the Mount Marty Lancers. The vision at Aztec is to build industry-changing solutions that create life-changing opportunities. And you can build a career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Best wishes, Mount Marty, from your friends at Aztec.
We're passionate about getting yearly mammograms because 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. You can get a yearly mammogram to detect it early. Would it help if I requested nicely? Please, could you be so kind as to get a mammo? Or singing it. Get your mammogram starting at 40. Or with a British accent. Schedule your mammo with an Avera Breast Center at avera.org/breast or call 888-422-1410.
Busch Light, the perfect companion for hunting season. Because let's be honest, the stories, the laughs, and that first cold sip are half the reason you head out before sunrise. Whether you bag a trophy or just some good memories, make sure there's a Busch Light waiting at the end of the day. It's the beer that fits right in with early mornings, muddy boots, and tall tales of the ones that got away. Busch Light, brewed for hunters and storytellers.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Long day, good day, either way, Yankton Pizza Ranch makes it easy. Our buffet is always ready with fresh pizzas, mouth-watering desserts, and the country's best chicken. No waiting, no stress, just grab a plate and enjoy. So when you need comfort made simple, make today a buffet day at Yankton Pizza Ranch. Buffet every day from 11 to 8.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to the Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
Slumberland Furniture is your local destination for top brands like Lazy Boy, Ashley, Flex Steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and more. Carrying a full range of mattresses and furniture for every room in your home, you'll find styles you'll love at values that make sense. From everyday essentials to name brand comfort, Slumberland offers the selection, and their service goes the extra mile. Visit Slumberland Furniture, 2401 Broadway in Yankton, where helping you create a comfortable home is what they do best.
All right, back here in the Lancer Locker on KYNT. Now talking with a senior for the Mount Marty men's golf program in Wout Kerkhofs. Am I saying your name correctly?
That's correct.
Wout Kerkhofs. I learned this last year. We had a conversation about your future and the golf schedule in general. So first things first is it's now getting cold out. You can't really get out as much. How was this year's golf season, man? How'd it go for you?
I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot better as well.
That's golf.
That's golf summed up in one sentence right there. No, there was a lot of good stuff, a lot of good rounds, but also ones that were just not good. Definitely like to improve on those bad rounds, get those down at least under the 70s, get them close to 75s, and just keep playing the good rounds and lowering the bad ones.
What is your best score, your best round?
This season?
Ever, man. Give it to me.
68 is the Tonka.
Wow. When did you hit that?
This season.
Okay, so yeah, your best ever was this year.
This season,
and hopefully you continue to do that every year. You set your new best ever. That'd be nice.
That would be pretty nice, but that's not easy to do.
No. So 68, what was going on that day? Just feeling it?
Just everything went right. You know, when I hit good shots, they paid off. When I hit bad shots, I recovered good from them. Wedges all went in, like most of the, I think I shot 4 under on the back nine with 4 birdies in a row, if I remember correctly. Yeah, just every single wedge I had in my hand, it just went to 3 feet, made every putt. Yeah, then I'm making golf sound pretty easy right now, which is not.
You don't have to deal with the greens putting if you're able to get it 3 feet from the pin on the wedge, though. That's nice.
Because that's been a struggle for the entire team this year, is putting. So hitting it closer definitely helps with that statistic as well.
Now, how do golfers, I'm very casual golfer, so I think it's fun to just go hit a couple, and I think mini golf courses are amazing and hilarious. Does a golf team actually ever go to a mini golf course just for fun? Is that real?
We don't, but that's actually not a bad idea now that I think about it. That would actually be a pretty good thing to do.
Just a little bit of bonding, and you know what? Get a few strokes in there. Would you be the guy that you'd bring your own putter to the mini golf?
Yes, I'd be that competitive idiot, as
That's
people would call
awesome.
it, that bring his own putter and his own golf balls as well.
So let's take a moment, talk about you and your future, because you are about to graduate. You are a senior. When is that graduation date? Is it this spring when you're going?
2026, May
Spring.
2nd or 3rd.
Okay,
Spring.
yeah, so you're approaching that, and you're from the Netherlands originally.
Correct.
So options for you, my guy, are all over the place, including like where you want to live in terms of country-wise. Like, do you have a plan yet of what's coming next after college?
So I still have 1 year of eligibility left after this year. So there is a plan that I start a master's for 1 year, maybe finish that master's as well, and then be a graduate assistant the second year. Or I go back home and prepare for professional golf, because that's still the dream, to be a professional golfer. And go back home with my coach and my parents and a lot of people that are helping me there, prepare for professional golf, and we'll see where that goes.
What are the courses like over in the Netherlands?
Depends on which course you play, really. But
I mean, that's everywhere, I suppose.
It's different, definitely. The most difference actually in the greens, because in Europe we're not allowed to use as much chemicals, and it's quite strict on what you can use to maintain the golf course. So the greens are a little bit rougher at times, so you got to put some speed in those putts. Where here at times you can just tap it and it starts rolling pretty quickly.
Gotcha.
Which I prefer, but
yeah,
it's just I'm a bad putter, so.
Yeah, me too. I get that. So when it comes to future before graduating, the end of this year at Mount Marty, which you might still have another, obviously, I don't know if that's completely decided yet, going to grad school or going back home, as you said, but when it comes to what you want to get done before graduation as a student or anything else, what are your goals?
I'd like to win another tournament, especially GPAC championships. That would be a really, really big one that I'm definitely going to work towards. It's at Dakota Dunes, so that should be fun.
Yeah,
I've never played that before, but I've heard it's a great course. So it would be cool to be GPAC champion at the end of the year. That's definitely the goal, golf-wise.
So knowing where the championship is going to be held at Dakota Dunes, are you then going to go out and maybe play Dakota Dunes a couple times, just individually, not even with the team, just go play the course to see?
If that's possible, then yeah, I would definitely like to do that. Just get a feel for the course. We're definitely going to play a practice round before the tournament starts.
100%.
On that, I'm guessing on the Sunday before, because I think it's on a Monday, Tuesday again. In finals week, so that should be fun.
In finals week, of course. That is what it always is.
Great timing.
Great timing. How's that going, by the way? In the classroom, how are things going for you?
Things going well. Obviously, with golf, we're gone 2 days out of the 5-day school weeks, so that can be tough with keeping up with the assignments or study for tests. But so far, so good. Nothing really. There's not one class that I'm really bad at right now, so all going well, all going good.
That's good, man, and you're set to graduate, so that's obviously very good as well. And now I know that you're listed as a junior, but you're actually senior. Eligibility in there. Are you graduating? Is this 4 years? Or is this...
I have been here for 3 years.
So you're graduating early. You're graduating in 3 years.
Okay, so that's the thing. I did 1 year of university back home.
Oh!
And so I got some transfer credit there, so I came in as a sophomore. So I did 4 years, just 3 in the United States.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming in and talking with us, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing your spring and go win the GPAC championship right before graduating, which will be really, really cool as well. That's going to turn into one heck of a week for you. A lot going on, and something you could definitely look back on after a long time.
Thank you for having me. God
Absolutely,
bless.
Wout. And that was Wout Kerkhofs, another senior for the Mount Marty men's golf program, as we now go ahead and bring in another senior in Carson Pedersen out of Hamlin, South Dakota. Another senior coming in talking with us. Carson, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Good to be here.
So let's talk about your golf season. I asked Wout the same thing, and he said it could have gone better, could have gone a lot worse, because that's the game of golf. How did your season go this fall?
Yeah, definitely. We got some things to work on, kind of similar to last year. We started the fall a little slow, but as spring came on, we got it going. So hopefully we can do that again.
Personally, I want to know what you're shooting. What is your personal best?
Personal best, I haven't broke par yet. I've shot even a couple times, but still trying to get under par.
Getting even is still pretty nice, though. Trying to get under par would be good. All right, let's go to your senior. What are your plans after graduating? Because that'll be this spring. It's coming up, my guy.
It is. It's coming up real soon. I'm a nursing major here. I haven't really decided. I did my internship here in town at Lewis and Clark Behavioral Health this summer. I really enjoyed that. That's definitely an option for me, but I'm still feeling things out. Have a couple ICU clinicals left and make a decision at that point. So
now nursing's a very broad field. Where exactly do you want to be in it?
Right now I'm kind of leaning towards like the mental health side of things. I really enjoy that. It kind of scratches a little piece of my brain. So hopefully we can get a job in doing that. So
yeah, that'd be really nice. And you kind of mentioned where there's a chance of maybe here, maybe somewhere else. Where do you want to end up, or is that still really just open?
It's still pretty open. Ideally, I'd like to spend my first couple of years somewhere. Here would be great just to get my feet underneath me. And then, I don't know, I have some family down south in Arizona. I've thought about that. So
want to go see something new?
Yeah, I like it.
I get that. So where, like, dream location, if you got to go anywhere for a while, for me, it's always Hawaii. Okay. But where would you go?
Man, that's so tough. I mean, ideally, I really love like Colorado, like the mountains and that kind of thing. If I could settle down there at some point, maybe like Montana, Colorado, somewhere over there.
I spent a lot of time in the Denver area. Yeah. I love the mountains. It's very, very nice over there. That would be nice. So graduating this spring, how are things going in the classroom itself?
They're going. We're busy, super busy. Clinicals twice a week, exams left and right. It's a grind, but we're getting through it. It's going good.
Now, I always hear for nursing majors, the junior year specifically is when everything gets ridiculously stressful. How did you get through it?
Perseverance. Just got to keep pushing. Just know that it's going to be worth it in the end. Know that you're doing it not just for you, but for your patients. That's a big thing about it. It's exciting.
Let's go to future goals that you want to accomplish, either golf, classroom, or just personally, anything you think you want to get done by the time you graduate.
Oh, man. I'd love to first figure out what I'm going to do. That's the first step, I think. But after that, eventually, I don't know, maybe 10 years down the line, I'd like to go back to school, maybe PA or NP route. I think that'd be pretty fun, pretty cool. So.
All right. Well, I tell you what, thank you very much for coming in. Good luck this upcoming spring season. I'm betting you're going to get a lot of working on that golf simulator over the winter at the new one at Mount Marty.
Yes. It's nice. It's great. It's a good tool to have. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I got one last thing to ask on the simulator. What's your favorite course to play on the simulator?
Oh, Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
That's a dream course.
Has to be. All right, man. Thank you very much for coming in and talking with me today. Good luck this spring and keep working this winter.
Thank you.
Craving a sip of sunshine? Meet Surfside, iced tea, green tea, or lemonade. Real flavor, real juice mixed with vodka, but only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and absolutely 0 bubbles. Whether you're into peach tea, mango green tea, or strawberry lemonade, Surfside brings the party, smart and smooth. It's like sunshine in a can with adult approval. Must be 21 or older. Surfside, 0 bubbles, all vibes.
Hey, son, can you hand me that vice grip?
As any farmer or rancher knows, having the right tools in the toolbox is important. That goes for your ag lending as well. If you're considering expansion, restructuring debt, or purchasing equipment, call Dakota Mac. We have a toolbox full of lending solutions to help you with your ag financing needs.
Hi, it's Jeff Wolfgram from Dakota Mac. Call us at 800-682-4578 to learn how Dakota Mac products can work for you.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
For coverage you can count on, call Brendan Hansen or Brandon Tycro in Yankton today.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
Brad's mind is blown.
Just found out I can add any kind of cheese to my Runza sandwich. Swiss, American, pepper jack.
You're in charge of the cheese.
I'm my own man now.
The big cheese.
Gonna start making my own decisions.
The chief chooser of cheese.
Yes, please.
So much power. Get your next Runza sandwich made to order. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Hi, I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate. Buying or selling a home can be complicated, but with 20 years of experience, I'm here to put you at ease and make the process as easy as possible. We offer moving boxes and the use of our courtesy trailer to make your real estate journey a smooth one. Call me, Deb Speck, with Vision Real Estate, 605-664-5555.
All right, back here on the Lancer Locker now with the head coach of the Mount Marty Men's Golf Program and Darin Cunningham, along with our own Jeff Erickson. I know you guys know each other well, and Jeff is a much better golfer than me, so I thought it'd be fun to have Jeff in as well. Thanks for coming in, Coach Cunningham.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
And Jeff, thank you for sitting in.
Hey, I appreciate this. I really like DC. I really like the Lancer Locker. When I moved to Yankton, I'm like, man, I just hope I can meet some really nice people that golf. And I haven't yet. But when Darin, I'm just kidding. Darin is a great golfer and a great neighbor and a great coach, too, for Mount Marty. We're lucky to have him in all those areas.
So first, we got to start off with the two athletes we just had on the show. They both just were in the building, and Wout Kerkhofs and Carson Pedersen, two of your seniors. They were great, Coach. I really appreciated talking to them. Can you tell us a little more about them and what they're kind of like?
Yeah, Carson was one of my first recruiting classes, and he came to Mount Marty for a visit, and I could tell right away that he would fit in well with our program. Super smart kid, great, super nice kid too, good golfer. We've had him for 4 years. We're going to be sad to lose him.
Going into nursing as well. That'll be really nice for him.
Correct. And Wout came. He was our first international recruit that we had. This is his third year. But he's going to graduate early, and we're trying to find a way to bring him back next year and play his fourth year because we need him.
I was here when he landed, like almost literally landed, and you brought him out to the course right away, and I happened to be out there, and so I played a few holes with you, and I could tell right away he had a great game. And has he been Americanized now? Is he's all fit to the American courses?
I would say yes until it comes to the Ryder Cup season. And then it's all European.
Uh-oh.
And he breaks out the European shirt and throws it in our face.
Good for him.
We have a lot of fun with that. Oh, yeah, he's a great kid.
Yeah.
Talked with him a lot about the differences in golf courses. He said there's a chemical that we get to use in our greens here they don't use over there. So he actually likes our greens better, which is nice.
He likes our greens better because they're faster.
Mm-hmm.
He said over there they're super slow. Ours roll at, most tournaments they roll between probably 11 or a 12. And he said over there it's maybe around a 9 on the stimp meter. So quite a bit faster, which they roll a little more true, and he seems to like that. So, yeah, it works out well.
What does putting practice look like for the golf team?
Oh, boy, we've done a lot of that lately. That was kind of one of our weaknesses. And I've come up with some drills and watched YouTube and everything else like everybody else does. And so now we do a lot of putting drills. I have an hour's worth drills we could do like every 5 to 10 minutes. We keep switching. Change up the distances, 5-footers, and make them all before you make a 10-footer. And it's a really good program, and I teach the guys that. Then they can also practice that on their own, not just when we're in practice. So hopefully make them some better putters and make our team better.
I got a question for you. And you and I, like every golfer in the history of time, we have our putting woes. We have our times where it's like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Are you a better player now because you've coached, because you go through some of these things and you try to teach players things that you become a better player yourself?
I don't know. I was never that great. I've gone through my own putting woes, as you've seen personally. But a lot of it's mental. I think at times I have to take my own advice and think about what I'm teaching the guys and also use it for my game. So I think there are times where it kind of goes up and down, but I'm also getting older. That doesn't help.
Yeah, he's also downplaying it too. He's a good golfer. He's very consistent, and so you're downplaying it a little bit. And yeah.
One of the fun things about golf, especially after the Happy Gilmore movie, everybody thinks putting practice it means going to a mini golf course. Have you ever done that with the team ever? And would you take them to mini golf?
No, we haven't. We've gone to Great Shots in Sioux Falls.
Sure.
And done that. I think we need to get our regular putting down before we go to a putt-putt golf course before we do that. So
probably like taking the basketball team to a carnival and those little hoops trying to win a bear. It's a great question, Tell.
It'd be good bonding is what I think it would be.
The great part of that question wasn't, did you take them there, but would you take them there? That was, and I'm glad your answer was no.
Yep.
I still think it'd be good bonding for them, but yeah, no, it's definitely interesting.
After the season, maybe.
After the season.
Yeah, we do some bonding stuff. We took the kids to Texas twice. We took them to Phoenix last year. We're looking at maybe taking them to California this spring. And we took the men and the women. There's a couple tournaments that we play with the women, so that the guys like that and the girls like that too. So we do get to spend some time together, even with the women's team.
I got to interview Ted Bankston on a Mount Marty Wednesday a few weeks back, and he said his favorite memory of Mount Marty golf was out in Colorado. Was it Rain Dance?
Yeah.
Is that the name of the place?
Yeah, we just got back from there a couple weeks ago.
Sounds amazing.
It is phenomenal. It's one of the nicest courses I've ever seen, and it's pretty sure it's the nicest course I've ever played. But it's like you went mule deer hunting in the Badlands and they dropped in a golf course.
Not too
And
shabby.
they can make that course, I think, the second longest course in the country at over 8,000 yards. One of the par threes goes across a canyon, and I think that they can stretch it out to like 277 across a canyon. That's a short par four for most people, much less a par three.
Wow.
Boy, there's something brewing in our neighborhood, Tal. We've got Darin, who coaches golf, and then Todd Rodig for women's golf in the neighborhood. And then we got Brett Syme, the high school coach, too. So we're well represented out there.
Yeah, if we ever have a neighborhood scramble team, I think we'll do well.
We should do all right, yeah.
Absolutely. So one of the things you just brought up, off-season. You're kind of getting into that now as the winter months are here. Off-season in golf in 2025 looks a lot different than it did just 10 years ago. You're not just hitting into a net all winter either. There's more things you can do.
Yeah, last year, I think we got outside in January. We can only practice, how do I say this, technically so many weeks per year, but we'll start again in January. And last year in January, we were able to get outside a couple times, and then February also. But we have a hitting room that we use at Mount Marty, and we also have a new simulator room that Todd Rodig did a huge part of that and got that up and running. So the guys, they use that a lot. I mean, I've gotten calls from security, hey, your golfing guys are in the hitting room at 11 o'clock on a Saturday night. So I'm like, okay, hopefully they're getting better using that.
Yeah, they got a deck of cards and some poker chips. I don't know what's going on. Simulators have changed a lot, too. I wasn't a big fan of those early simulators, but I think they're much more helpful now these days.
I would agree, and a couple of our guys, especially like Wout, he hits a lot of golf balls. And he knows how, his yardages and how far the clubs go and so forth. And he was hitting on the one that we have. He's like, Coach, this thing is pretty accurate, probably within 2 to 3 yards.
Wow.
There's also a boost setting on there that you can use to boost your distances up, but we try not to use that.
How do you do that in real life, by the way?
I don't know. I'm still looking for that button. Yeah, on my club. But what we've done is a lot of if kids are going to buy new clubs over the wintertime, it's when we usually buy them. So then they can go in the simulator room and hit those clubs and then get their distances down. So when they go to the course in the springtime, they have a really good idea of how far those clubs are going to go without having to guess.
Very nice.
As we finish off here today, getting to the end of our time, is there anything you want to leave us with for off-season for golf or going into spring season next
recruiting, maybe?
Recruiting?
What are you doing in the recruiting world?
Oh, man, I tell you what, recruiting is a year-round
100%
endeavor for me and for all the coaches. I think right now I probably have a list of close to 20. International, I also like to recruit local kids. We have several kids from Yankton, several kids from South Dakota. I'm recruiting some current South Dakota kids. That thing just never ends, and it seems like you get one class signed and you got to start on next year's already, whether that's international or U.S. or even in-state. And recruiting is probably the biggest challenge of all of it, is just figuring out how to get these kids to come to Mount Marty and play golf for us.
Or just bring pictures of Rain Dance to the living room and show them.
Yeah, we might send a few of those out on our social media pages for recruits to see, and it is phenomenal. We do use that in our recruiting aspect too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, thank you very much for coming in and talking with us today. And thanks, Jeff.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
DC, glad you're coaching golf. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
This is the Lancer Locker on KYNT. Take a break, come back. We'll wrap things up around the corner.
We've got football fever at Lewis and Clark Ford. And with the Bucks and Lancers, we got a lot to cheer about. Yankton fans are also cheering the great lineup at Lewis and Clark Ford. Our roster of brand new Fords begins with the quarterback, the F-150, the speedy receiver, the Mustang, the hard-working lineman, the Ford Super Duty truck, and the star running back, the Bronco. See our team at lewisandclarkford.com or at our playing field, 4th and Capitol, Yankton.
Those are the sounds of loyal companions looking for a new home and family. The Heartland Humane Society has dogs and cats looking to become a new member of your family, ready for adoption today. Every animal available for adoption is vaccinated, spayed or neutered, microchipped, and dewormed, saving you over $200 or more in vet care while giving you a loyal friend. Come visit all available animals at 3400 East Highway 50 Yankton or online at heartlandhumanesociety.net.
Parker of Yankton is powering progress, and you can be part of it. We're adding 2 new production lines and expanding our team with a product and a mechanical engineer, plus material handlers, line techs, and assemblers for both shifts. We offer paid vacation, medical, dental, vision, and life insurance. Enjoy quarterly profit sharing, 5% 401k match, and a fully paid retirement income account. Join a company where innovation meets opportunity, right here in Yankton. Be part of something bigger. Apply now at parker.com/careers.
Parker, engineering your success.
Sherco, the industry leader in tarping, has done it again with the release of the all-new Sherlock E-Series electric tarp. The E-Series features fully assembled front and rear arm, a pre-wired sealed control box, and Sherco's exclusive SmartWire sealed harness for quick and easy installation. Operate the E-Series with the SureLink EZR remote or by your smartphone using the SureLink app. Add more time to your day with the Sherlock E-Series. To learn more, contact your authorized Sherco distributor or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Beef, pork, seafood, poultry, and more, all at the Meat Lodge in Yankton. Get top quality meats at great prices. They have specialty items like lamb, brisket, bison, mahi-mahi, crab legs, and lobster. They even have non-meat options like Dimmick cheese, pickled items, seasonings, and sauces. The Meat Lodge in Yankton on the way to the lake on Highway 52. For more, call 689-3000 or go to themeatlodge.com.
All right, back here for the final time on the Lancer Locker. We're going to make this quick. We got to get out of here. It is 5 o'clock, just about, and we are ready to go to Josh Bolter as he gives you some of the local news here today. We're going to start with ABC News. Got local news, local sports coming up. I go live at 5:30 for Mount Marty women's basketball pregame show. 6 o'clock will be the start time for Mount Marty versus Ecclesia. Thank you to Carson, Pedersen, Wout, Kerkhofs, and Darin Cunningham, all for coming in and speaking with me today. This has been the Lancer Locker. You've been listening to KYNT. I've been Tel Tanner on Monday night. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Hope to see you for the basketball game in another half hour.